Do you know what some families do every single night before sleep that they believe helps money move toward them by the next morning? It is not a long prayer. It is not meditation. It is not a complicated ritual with candles everywhere. It is something so simple that most people laugh the first time they hear it, but then they try it, and they cannot stop thinking about what happens next. Tonight, before you sleep, you place a little salt inside your wallet. Not sugar, not herbs, salt. Sounds strange, right? Stay with me, because the small details matter. The type of salt matters. The place you put it matters. The words you say matter. The step you do in the morning matters most of all. Miss that final part and the whole thing feels empty. Get it right, and you may start seeing signs that money is moving in your direction faster than you expected. This practice has been shared in families for generations, quietly, privately, almost like a hidden habit hiding in plain sight. People did not always write it down. They passed it from parent to child, from grandmother to grandchild, as something practical, sacred, and deeply personal. And the idea behind it is simple. Salt protects. Salt preserves. Salt has value. In old times, salt was linked with wealth itself. That is why this ritual connects salt with money, flow, and protection. So if you are still watching, good, do not skip ahead, because one small mistake can make the whole thing feel like just another strange story on the internet, while one careful action can make it feel very different. And trust me, the morning step is where everything turns. The story behind this ritual begins in hard times. A woman came to a new country with almost nothing. No comfort, no safety net, no easy path. Just the clothes she carried, the pain she survived, and the wisdom she refused to lose. Over the years she built a life little by little. Then more than a life, a business, stability, property, security. The kind of progress people call luck after they see the result, but never while the work is happening. One evening, while getting ready for the Sabbath meal, she reached for a small container hidden away from the regular kitchen salt. She took a pinch, held it with care, whispered a few words, and slipped it into her purse. When asked why, she gave a quiet answer. This is one of the ways people kept going when life gave them nothing. This is one of the ways they protected the little they had and opened the door for more. Later, that same ritual was passed down again, and years after that, someone else tried it in a moment of real fear, with almost no money left and rent closing in fast. That night the salt went into the wallet, the words were spoken, sleep came with more worry than peace, and by morning something shifted. A call came in, an offer appeared. Old money that had been forgotten returned. What was a nearly empty account one day turned into breathing room the next. Was it magic? Was it timing? Was it faith, focus, action, and openness all working together? Maybe all of it. But from that moment the ritual was no longer just a family habit. It became a law of life in the mind of the person who used it. And that changes everything. Here is the deeper belief behind it. In this tradition, money is not only paper, coins, bank numbers, or a paycheck that disappears the moment it arrives. Money is also movement. It is energy. It is flow. And many people do not actually have a money problem. They have a flow problem. Money comes in, then vanishes. Bills eat it, stress drains it, shame follows it, fear chases it out the door. People work harder and harder, yet still feel stuck in the same place, like they are running on a treadmill that never stops and never goes anywhere. Sound familiar? Then listen closely. The idea here is that before money becomes physical, it moves through invisible channels first. When those channels feel blocked by fear, panic, guilt, anger, and old beliefs about lack, the outer results stay messy too. Salt, in this teaching, acts like a cleanser and protector. It clears, it preserves. It says, keep what enters, do not let it decay, do not let it disappear. It also carries an old connection to trade, value, and survival. That is why the wallet matters. Your wallet is already linked to money in your mind. Every time you touch it, open it, or panic because of what is not inside it, you are feeding it emotion and meaning. So the ritual uses something you already connect to money and charges it with new intention, not desperation, not begging, direction. That is the shift. You stop saying, why does money avoid me, and start saying, I am creating the conditions that welcome it. This is also why many people say the ritual works best when you do not mock it, rush it, or treat it like a joke. The action is tiny, The focus behind it is the real engine. And yes, this is the point in the video where most people lean in a little closer. Now let's get to the exact setup, because this is where people usually get sloppy. First, do it at night. Ideally within the last hour before sleep. Night matters because everything becomes quieter then. Your mind slows down, the noise of the day begins to fade. Your deeper thoughts become easier to reach. Before you begin, wash your hands, not because your hands are dirty, but because the act signals a reset. As the water runs, imagine stress leaving you. Imagine fear leaving you. Imagine the shame around money leaving you too. Then take 3 slow breaths. Let your body settle. You do not need fancy tools. You need presence. Next, use sea salt. Coarse sea salt is best if you have it. Not regular table salt loaded with processing and additives. Not pink salt from the mountains. Sea salt. Why? Because in this teaching the sea represents endless flow, life, movement and abundance. The ocean keeps moving. It does not hoard. It does not freeze in fear. It flows, and the salt that comes from it is believed to carry that same signature. You only need a small pinch, about a 1/4 teaspoon or less. Then take the wallet you actually use every day. Not a backup wallet. Not a decorative one sitting in a drawer. The real one. Open it and clean it first. Remove trash, dead receipts, and anything that feels stale. Keep only what belongs there. A wallet full of clutter sends a cluttered signal. A clean wallet creates room. And then this next part matters just as much. Be specific about your intention. Do not say, "I want more money." That is weak, foggy, and easy to ignore. Say what amount. Say by when. Say what it is for. The more clear you are, the more direct the message becomes. Take a small piece of paper and write your intention in simple present tense, as if the money is already on its way. You can write something like, "I receive $800 by Friday for rent and groceries," or "I welcome $500 this week from expected or unexpected sources." Keep it short, keep it clear, keep it real. Then hold the salt in your right hand and bring it close to your chest. Look at it for a moment. These are tiny crystals, but in this ritual they are treated like carriers of memory, protection, and purpose. Close your eyes if you want. Breathe. Then say words that connect salt with protection and money. In plain English, something like, "As salt protects and preserves, let my money be protected and increase. As salt once carried value, let value come to me now." Hold that feeling for a few seconds. Do not race through it. Then read your written intention out loud 3 times. The first time, just say it clearly. The second time, say it with more certainty. The third time, say it like you mean it, like your body has already accepted that this is possible. After that, open your wallet. Place the folded paper inside the bill section, then gently place the salt over or beside it, not dumped carelessly, placed with attention. As you do this, speak a short line over it, something like, "Salt of earth and salt of sea, let abundance find its way to me. While I rest, let money move. By morning light, let the proof improve." It does not have to sound fancy. It has to feel intentional. And here comes the step many people miss, the step said to give the ritual life. You breathe onto the wallet 3 times, slowly, warmly, like you are sealing it with your own energy. This breath step is treated as the real activation point. You hold the wallet close, take a deep breath in, pause for a second, then breathe out over it slowly. Do that 3 times. In this tradition, breath is not just air. Breath means life, focus, soul, movement. It is the invisible becoming visible for one moment. While you exhale, imagine your intention sinking into the wallet, into the salt, into the space where money already belongs. Then place the wallet under your pillow before you sleep. Yes, under your pillow. That sounds dramatic, but there is a reason given for it. When you sleep, your thinking mind lets go. Your deeper mind stays open, and what sits close to you through the night is believed to sit inside your energy field, influencing what you welcome, what you notice, and what you move toward. So as you place the wallet there, say a final line. Keep it simple. While I sleep, money moves toward me. While I rest, my life opens to support. I wake up with more than I had before. Then let it go. Do not keep checking it. Do not sit up all night wondering if the universe is working overtime. Sleep. The next part happens the moment you wake up, and this is said to be the line between people who feel something shift and people who say nothing happened. When morning comes, before your phone, before the bathroom, before your usual routine grabs you, reach under the pillow and touch the wallet. The second your hand touches it, say thank you. Say thank you for the money arriving today. I receive it with gratitude and joy. Then open it. Look at the salt. Touch it with one finger. Say it is done. Money flows to me now. That waking touch is believed to close the circuit between the night, your intention, and the real world. Miss it, and people say the ritual stays incomplete. After that, carry the wallet as you normally would. Let the salt stay inside for 7 days, or until the money comes, whichever happens first. And now let's talk about what you are supposed to look for, because this is where people either become too obsessive or quit too early. In the first 12 hours, you may notice small signs. Someone brings up money out of nowhere. You remember a refund you forgot about. You find coins on the ground. A person who owes you something texts you. You notice repeating numbers and take them as a sign that things are shifting. Some people roll their eyes at that. Others smile when it happens. Within a day or two, the belief is that real movement begins. A payment appears. A client says yes. A refund clears. An old debt gets returned. An offer you thought was gone comes back around. Sometimes the money does not arrive from the exact door you expected. That is part of the teaching too. The path can change, but the result can still arrive. Within a week, the amount you asked for is said to show up in full or close to it, sometimes broken into pieces from different places. And there is one more rule attached to this ritual. One people say is non-negotiable. When the money comes, you give part of it away, a tenth if possible. Help someone. Tip more than usual. Donate. Share. Why? Because the point is flow. If money comes in and you grip it in fear, the channel closes again. If it comes in and keeps moving with purpose, the channel stays open. That is the logic behind it. You are not a locked box. You are a river. And that line stays with people because it feels true even outside the ritual. Money moves best where panic loosens and purpose grows. There are also warnings around the practice, and whether you believe them or not, they are part of the full script. First, keep it private. Do not run around telling skeptical people what you are doing. Do not post it everywhere before anything happens. The old belief says that doubt, jealousy, and mockery disturb the work. Maybe that is spiritual language. Maybe it is just smart advice. Not every seed needs an audience before it grows. Second, replace the salt after 7 days. Do not keep the same old pinch forever. Remove it respectfully. Dissolve it in running water, or return it to the earth. Then start again with fresh salt and a fresh intention if you choose to continue. Third, do not do it carelessly while distracted, half listening, laughing, or scrolling on your phone. The action is simple, but the state you are in matters. This is not about superstition for the sake of drama. It is about choosing a physical act that focuses your mind, clears emotional noise, and gives your need a place to land. That is why people say this ancient method keeps surviving through different places, different decades, different crises. Economies change, prices rise, jobs disappear, fear spreads fast. But practices that give people a sense of focus, order, and hope always return. Because people need more than advice like work harder or budget better when life is crushing them. They need a way to feel that something can shift. They need a way to step out of pure panic and into deliberate action, even if that action begins with something as small as a pinch of salt. And maybe that is why this ritual keeps catching attention online. It sounds almost too simple, too small, too strange. Yet the very simplicity is what makes people stop, replay, and wonder if tonight should be the night they try it for themselves. The strongest part of this script is not really the salt. It is the emotional truth running under it. So many people are tired, not lazy, tired of being one bill away from panic, tired of acting calm while doing silent math in their head at the grocery store, tired of checking their balance with a knot in their chest, tired of hearing easy advice from people who have never been truly cornered by lack. Just save more, just get another job, just stay positive. Those words feel empty when someone is already doing all they can just to stay above water. This ritual speaks to that pain by offering something else. Not just a trick, not just a promise, a sense of alignment. A belief that the problem is not always personal failure. Sometimes the problem is blocked flow, old fear, a nervous system that has forgotten what safety feels like. In that frame, the ritual becomes bigger than the salt. It becomes a way to say, I refuse to keep meeting money only with stress. I will meet it with clarity, gratitude, and direction. That alone can change behavior. It can change what opportunities you notice. It can change how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you respond when a door opens. People call that manifestation. Others call it psychology. Others call it faith in motion. Use whatever word you want. The result is the same. A tiny act done with full attention can create a powerful shift inside a person, and that inner shift can change what happens next. If you have made it this far, then you already know this is not really about a kitchen ingredient. It is about the meaning you place on it, the focus you bring to it, and the doorway it opens in your own mind the moment you decide that lack is not the final story. And that is why people who use this practice often return to one final message. Do not approach it like a joke, but also do not approach it with desperation so heavy that you crush the very thing you are trying to build. Be serious, yes. Be exact, yes. But stay open. Let the ritual be clean. Let the words be simple. Let the night hold the request. Let the morning complete it. Then move through your day like someone who expects support to find them. Not someone begging the world to stop hurting them, but someone who has opened a door and is ready to receive what walks through it. That shift in posture matters. It changes the energy of the whole script. Instead of sounding dark and needy, it becomes calm, direct, and magnetic. That is the new look. Less heavy mystery, more grounded intensity. Less old-fashioned pressure, more cinematic focus. A small act, a clear wish, a silent night, a hand under the pillow at sunrise, a wallet touched before the phone, a whisper of thanks before the world starts shouting again. And if you want the script to land on YouTube, keep those retention beats alive. Lines like this help. Wait, because the last part is what most people get wrong. Stay with me, because the morning action changes everything. And this next detail is where the result either opens or disappears. Those moments keep the viewer locked in without changing the meaning. They make the story feel like a secret that is unfolding in real time. So if you are using this as a voiceover, keep the pace tight. Short sentences, strong pauses, vivid images. Make it feel like the viewer is alone at night, holding a wallet, hearing every word, wondering if a tiny pinch of salt could really be the beginning of a different kind of morning.